Hi, this is Janini from the Strong Brew. And I'm so honored to have Manipuri folk artist Mangka Mayanglambam here with me. Is it that you started singing? I guess that's your primary way of expressing yourself.
My father, it's my biggest teacher and my biggest inspiration of all. Watching him get lost in the music, and we were very disconnected because music world is very different.
Tell our audience about the story of the Pena, how we started playing it. And if I'm not mistaken, women were not allowed to play this at some point in time.
Traditionally,
Understood.
yes, traditionally only men were allowed and are still allowed to play.
Okay.
And but nowadays, we have broken that barrier, and I still want to learn many things. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have many gurus left now, especially who follow the traditional art form, almost vanishing.
But you're helping revive this because now you are a guru yourself, right? Would you want to talk about that? Given that we're talking about gurus, this was something I was going to ask you a little bit later, but maybe now is a good time to address it because you've chosen to carry on that tradition.
I'm happy with my music.
Right.
But that is something that we don't learn in schools or universities, especially the cultural stuff.
Right.
We don't learn traditional song. We don't learn folk songs.
Right.
And they were very less on written records. There were no books to study.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's very hard. And how do we have to revive them? So my mom and dad never listens to me. Okay, I'll stop everything. I'll start studying and become something and do whatever I want.
Right.
There were times they just say no straight to my face. No, not allowed.
In our discussions offline, you'd spoken about kind of the perils of young artists. There are producers who may not be trustworthy and they get into bad situations and may end up giving up their art altogether. Maybe could you just discuss those?
Everything they are handing out, they'll be always expecting something in back.
Okay.
I have experienced it, lots of it.
Right.
I mean,
Hi, this is Janini from the Strong Brew. Now, this is the first time I'm interviewing someone, and I'm so honored to have Manipuri folk artist Mangka Mayanglambam here with me. She's a cultural icon. Now, how did I get introduced to Mangka? Well, my 13-year-old son and husband are very much into Kannada culture. In fact, every day I wake up to the music of C. Ashwath, Vasu Dikshit and Raghu Dikshit. Now, my son was browsing Vasu Dikshit's YouTube channel, The Pada Project, and he came across Mangka's music and Mangka's documentary there. And he was enthralled, as was my husband. And once he got into Mangka's music and I heard it around the house, I was intrigued as well. What is this different yet uplifting music? And why does it appeal to all of us so? And the real reason for that is when Mangka sings, her soul is in her song. It's so authentic, so genuine that her music knows no boundaries. So I'm very happy to have Mangka here with us today, and we'll hear a little bit of her story and hopefully introduce Manipuri folk art to everyone who's watching. Welcome to our show, Mangka Mayanglambam. Let's hear a little bit about your story. Let's get started. And here in this audience, there won't be so many who are familiar with Manipuri folk and the artistic pursuits that you have followed all your life. Maybe could you just introduce yourself, introduce your form of singing, and just what made you walk down this path?
yeah. Hello everyone. I am Mangka. Kurumzari. Namaskara. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my honor.
I'm from Manipur, and music is now a part of my life. I grew up from the family of music
Okay.
because my father is also an artist. And, I was born with the sound. As in Manipur itself, is a living, sound for me because we have so many different cultures, we have so many stories, and I'm very much lucky that I have my family
So there was music in the house as you
Yes.
were growing up.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
But how is it that you started singing? I guess that's your primary way of expressing yourself.
well, if we have to bring in that part, my father, it's my biggest teacher and my biggest inspiration of all, because he's the reason behind the instrument that I am playing now.
That's my next.
Because my father is if I have to say, the one greatest greatest artist or musician. I'm not saying that he's my father,
Right.
not like that, but
But he's genuinely a great artist in his own way.
yes. Even if I am not his daughter, I would definitely go to him, and just follow him.
Right.
So, he lived his life. He breathed the Pena his whole life.
Right.
So I grew up, watching him get lost in the music, and like we were very disconnected, because music world is very different. We will be in some universe when we are so deep into the art that we are following.
Right.
So I grew up watching my father, and he trained so many artists.
Right.
And then every day there will be a sound of Pena, there will be a sound of drums, there will be
Just in the home.
songs and dance. Yes.
Okay.
And I grew up listening to that, watching many artists dancing, moving around the house.
Right.
Even though I don't know what was that. I don't know what was folk, what was tradition.
How did you start singing? Yeah.
Well, I just followed them. I don't know what was I singing at that time.
Okay.
But it's just, I think it's already, the music, the art chose me before even I could find it.
Right.
Yeah, that I
Very
say like that.
interesting. Okay. So obviously your father has been a major influence in your life, and you did mention the Pena, and I want you to kind of tell our audience about the story of the Pena, how we started playing it. And if I'm not mistaken, women were not allowed to play this at some point in time. So could you please explain that and just tell us the story?
Yeah, in the beginning, where there were not so many stories or about women playing the Pena. But eventually, because even when I was young also, some women, they were very scared to touch the Pena. But at the time, I never dared to ask, why is it? And then someday when I think I still remember, I started picking up the Pena, and I just
You just
played it.
started.
And one old guy, he was telling me, in Manipuri, we say Tauhaide. It means you're not allowed.
Oh.
It's restricted. And I was very young, and I just kept it down. And
You were listening to him.
yeah, and I was touching, like, it's a form of respect.
Right.
So I never asked. And then before Pena, I only, learned dance and song. And from that day onward, it became really hesitate to ask about it nor touch about it.
Okay. How old were you?
6, 7, 8,
Okay.
around that age.
Okay.
And
So your father plays the Pena.
yes.
Okay.
And the other artists, they also came, they practiced, but I never saw them playing the Pena.
Okay.
Only men plays that. Traditionally,
Understood.
yes, traditionally only men were allowed and are still allowed to play.
Okay.
And but nowadays, like, we have broken that barrier. It's not like saying that we are breaking the tradition or we are disrespecting the tradition.
Right.
My father always says that if my intention is pure,
Correct.
then tradition will also slowly
Evolve. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not disrespecting the tradition.
Right.
So, if you want to change the tradition, like, you have to change it with, with respect, with deep research, and you have to love what you're doing.
Right.
You have to make people understand.
Right.
So, keeping that faith as my foundation, I will start playing the Pena.
How old were you then when you actually started playing the Pena?
I was in 8th standard at that time.
Okay.
So
Still very young.
yeah. Before me, there were one strong woman. Yeah, she stood up against like why women's were not allowed to play. And then she took a permission from the royal court at that time, like so many years back.
They were trailblazers before you, but you've now taken up their...
Yeah, but it's just like, if we have to change the tradition in a good way also, we have to keep on doing that. We have to keep showcasing it. We have to make it alive. Not just, okay, if we already have the permission.
Right.
But we need to be practical also.
Correct.
So that's my dad always told me.
Okay.
So I started playing. Well, at the beginning, it was really, very hard.
Okay. Why was it
so
hard?
many backlashes? I mean, women, starting me as a woman, people always says that, you are allowed to do this, you are not allowed to do this. I feel like complaining sometimes saying this, but obviously, I mean, every place is around the corner. I mean, there are always do's and don'ts, especially for women.
Correct.
We cannot deny that.
So how did you what kind of backlash and how did you face up to it?
That one I will always give credit to my father,
Okay.
my guru,
Yes.
and my mom.
Okay.
Because my family, they are my biggest support.
Right.
And they are my pillars. And then my brother, he is also a great musician. He plays Pena very well.
Okay.
And he's not into singing and dancing at the beginning.
Right.
But he really loves to play instruments, different kind of instrument.
Okay.
So, but some of them thinks that, okay, his father is a folk artist. That's why he is making us also a folk artist. Nothing like that. It's just,
You naturally followed it.
yeah. Like I said, like the art chose me. So, yeah. The way how I dealt was with the emotional support from my
Family.
father and especially my guru, because my guru accepted they are teaching me.
Right.
They taught me.
Right. Could you talk a little bit about your guru? And in fact, I watched a documentary of yours where you speak about all your gurus with so much emotion, so much love. Maybe could you talk about each of your gurus in turn and just talk about what you learned from them? What's the most important thing they've kind of bestowed on you that you carry on? What tradition? What?
Unfortunately, I can say all of them that you have watched from Pada. I think one is still with us.
Okay.
By God's grace. My Pena guru, Guru Khangimam Mangi, he passed away. My first Adi guru, of course, my father is my first guru, but like,
He's at home.
yeah, he's, and then Bubog Langatul Tuinu, she also passed away. The one she's the only guru that I went to for more than 15 years. And then I went to learn Pena from late Guru Khangimam Mangi.
Okay.
And after that, I made one prominent artist, of Khongzom Berba. It's another art form.
Okay.
So each of them, their basic training was, how to say, honesty, sincerity.
Right.
Yeah. If you want to learn this art form, you have to be very sincere.
Okay.
You have to be very sincere. You just don't aim for something. Obviously we always hope for something.
Right.
But hope can be bloom or not bloom sometimes.
Right.
Never expect something bigger from what you're learning.
Right.
So one taught me how to be patient. One taught me how to, be strong. Like to stood up by your own.
Right.
And one taught me how to live your life with the music that you're learning.
Right.
It's going to be the healer of your life. So each of them have the way of teaching.
Okay.
And I am really very grateful that I got to meet such a wonderful person in my life.
Right.
And I still want to learn many things. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have many gurus left now, especially who follow the traditional art form.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's almost vanishing, but
Okay.
it's like
But you're helping revive this because now you are a guru yourself, right? Would you want to talk about that? Given that we're talking about gurus, this was something I was going to ask you a little bit later, but maybe now is a good time to address it because you've chosen to carry on that tradition.
Well, I would never consider myself as a guru yet because I am still, student. I'm still student. I always go to different places, different remote areas, different settled caste places, tribal areas to learn. And I find lots of gurus, even, from those who are younger than me. Even if I learn something from that person, even he or she is younger and he is my guru, she is my guru.
Absolutely.
So I always bow it to them. I mean, that's our tradition, that we respect everyone. And then, teaching is something that I really, really, really like since I was very young. I used to play this teaching, learning,
Like a game?
Yeah, like a game. And I will always be the headmistress or a teacher.
Okay.
Never a student.
Never a
student. And my friend used to get really mad. Like, why do you have to be always a teacher? And I will wear up my mom's clothes, wear a sari and wear these kind of dresses and I'll wear specs and all. And then, teaching is something that I really enjoy apart from performing.
Right.
Because I got to share what I learned that was generously given it to me.
Right.
So, when I teach, especially I did most of my students, not most, all of them, they are very young.
Right.
The youngest one is 2.5 years old.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes I feel like my place is like a nursery, kindergarten school, but it's fun. I used a play and learn technique.
Okay.
Not the strict Guru Shishya Parampara style that I used to follow because nowadays the world is changing a lot.
Right.
If I start acting like a real guru, the real teacher and student relationship, there was a moment I think like if I become a very strict teacher, and nobody will come. And especially the Pena, the folk music, the folk dance and all, people used to think that it's a very old tradition. What to do with that?
Right. You made it accessible with a new style of teaching.
Yes. So when I see the children singing the song, like the children's song that were long forgotten.
Right.
We swipe it with Baba Black Sheep, Johnny, yes, Papa.
Correct.
But there are so many children's songs, like of our own places.
Right.
Like it's all over the world. Like for you also, you must be remembering some children's songs also.
Correct.
But it keeps on, I don't know how to say, I call them like the forgotten lores of our childhood.
Right.
Of our heritage.
Okay.
So I teach them, not the one that I am learning from my gurus, the difficult one. I started from basic.
Right.
And I want them to enjoy it first. And if they enjoy it, then obviously they will want to learn it more.
Want to learn. Yeah.
And then how they dress up, even because in one's culture, our costumes, our dress are also very important.
Correct.
So the little girls, when they come to classes, they will wear a small panik that I'm wearing right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they will.
So you're getting them immersed in all culture, not just singing, but also the form of dress.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah. So I do this class every Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So I don't have a weekend holiday. I have my holiday with the children. So my class is called Sunday PP class.
Okay.
PP means play Pena.
Okay.
Because Pena itself is a whole performance.
Okay.
It can be only an instrument. It can tell the story. I can sing and dance.
Right.
I can only play it. So it's a whole instrument. It's a whole performance.
Right.
So, that's what I'm teaching.
Understood. So let's go back to how you learned when you grew up. And you've spoken of your father as a very major influence in your life and how he protected you against backlash. I'd like to dive a little deeper into that because those are the struggles that young women and young men face today. But I have to admit that young women face this a little more. Don't do this, don't do that. And don't ask these questions. Why are you not allowed to play this? Right. And that's kind of the theme of our channel as well. So you asked questions and you've done things that you were not supposed to ask and not supposed to do. And did you feel along the way you're a pioneer? Like, how was the journey and what are the challenges that you faced? Maybe you can give some examples and.
Well, no. I cannot consider myself as a pioneer.
Okay.
Because the lady herself, she is still there.
Right.
And because of that.
You feel she is the pioneer?
Because she's the reason behind the written acceptance letter from the royal court. But on that letter also, there's like, women are still not allowed to play in rituals.
Okay, so that restriction still exists.
It's still there. You can play as an instrument. You can be a Pena performer.
Okay.
You can show it to people. You can touch it like that.
That's one step forward.
But still there are some do's and don'ts. Like you are not allowed to touch it while you are in your periods.
Oh.
Something like that. But if I have to perform on my first day of Pena, what would I do? What would I explain it to the world?
Exactly.
So sometimes I feel, that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But nowadays, like, okay, I mean, even if there were some rules though, like I have mentioned it, we have to break that barrier.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't mean that I'm disrespecting my
You're making the world and, even traditional people realize that traditions have to evolve.
Yeah.
They're not set in stone.
Yeah, it has to evolve. And that's what I'm also teaching my students, especially boys.
Correct. How do they feel about a woman Pena teacher teaching them Pena?
No, they are very young and, I can still shape their mind.
Right.
I mean, they always listen to me and I always make them play together. When okay, you are boy, you are stronger, nothing like that.
Right.
So, of course, obviously there are so many critics.
Even today.
Mm-hmm. And then, there are still some few people who are still against it, but I would say, we have come far across that thing. I think even, there are few female Pena players who stood up, who are showcasing, to the world.
Right.
And they are strongly, they are strong enough to stand for it.
Right.
And I'm really, very proud of them also.
Right.
But, of course, obviously, it's like, no,
the work is not done.
Yeah, it's not. Everybody is going to accept me and all. Right. And challenges are numerous. No, I still remember I cried from this stage and I ran down. I couldn't finish my whole performance.
Oh, when was this?
I was young, but still young enough to face the humiliation.
Were booing you or?
Yeah, something like, go
away.
Thing like, end the show, as this is not, something like that.
Oh.
So, especially for folk artists, obviously we face a lot.
Right.
Lots of sacrifice, lots of challenges.
Right.
Speaking of that challenge and sacrifice, well, I would say see, even myself, it's hard to come out because I'm feeling like, what if they heard and what if they start speaking negative things about.
Right.
Yeah, we grew up with this heaviness inside me.
Right.
Like we are like pretending myself,
Correct.
I cannot be myself.
Right.
That it's like we have been, eating all of that stuff that
you've been conditioned by the world somehow. To, say only this, say only that.
Yeah. But why does it always happen for women only? That's what I feel like. But it's very hard to speak up for women, and being an artist also, I'm doing a service. But being an artist doesn't mean that we are not meant to be used.
Correct.
We are meant to inspire. We are meant to, to be creative, and we are showing something. We are, giving something for my community.
Right.
But sometimes we feel dragged down. And there were lots of moments that I feel so, how to say, dark. And
how do you cope with those moments? Like, what gives you the strength to keep going on, do another show?
But people think that it's because of my family. But sometimes, I just want to be alone,
Right.
Just hide with my shadow. and did lots of sacrifice. But sacrifice itself comes with, strong heart, with strong mind. Especially, I think my music is always been part of my healing.
Right.
People always see us in a glam world on stage,
Correct.
putting on makeups,
Looking beautiful.
nice costumes,
Yeah.
wearing designers things and all. But behind that scene, to be honest, we are pretending in so many ways. And it sometimes see it in depression, stressed. I think artists are handling that so beautifully.
Right.
Sometimes we are very strong enough to express through our music,
Right.
and sometimes we are very weak and scared about
Right.
the people that's surrounding me.
Correct.
So, like I said, we are wearing different kind of masks, and
Okay.
pretending to be okay
Right.
is the greatest
Greatest challenge.
Yeah, greatest challenge of being an artist.
Understood.
Even if my genre is different. I mean, of course, like, challenges happens to everyone.
Of course.
Sacrifice is like, my biggest sacrifice is, if I have to say, it's time. I did sacrifice lots of my time. And then,
Towards improving your art.
improving my art, how to make my people accept it,
Right.
how to face the world. If my own people don't accept what I'm doing, how am I going to go out and show
Right.
the beautiful culture of my place?
Correct.
So, yeah, time is something that I sacrifice. I don't
Correct.
have a very good fond memory with my girlfriends.
Right.
I only go to this place, there, here and there to learn and,
To perform.
perform. And I don't perform much in Manipur.
Okay.
But I did research, and I did go to my guru's house and spend my whole day just to learn one sentence of song.
Right.
That's how I learned it. But now it's very easy. You can learn it from YouTube. You can get it from WhatsApp. You can ask your guru to send me a voice note. Yeah, it's very accessible now. But in my times, there were no phones, and my gurus were, they are illiterate.
Right.
They cannot remember what they taught me today.
Right.
They will change it tomorrow, and that mix up. But yeah, so those are the challenges. And yeah, putting a fake smile, putting a fake thing on stage is obviously what we are expert
Said. So that's interesting to know what an artist has to go through just to give us the beautiful music that we've come to watch. You don't want to let them down, and you have to put yourself through so much to not let your audience down. So just so that people understand the range of Mangka's artistic abilities, she is a singer of Manipuri folk. She's also a dancer. Right? Singer first, then dancer, and you play the Pena.
Dancer first.
Dancer first.
Yeah, I love dance first. And
Okay. Then singer, and then Pena player. Okay. And being just a dancer or just a singer is a full-time job. Like, how did you get into so many different artistic pursuits? What made you decide to... It's already difficult being an artist of one.
People always ask that, before that, there were a time where my neighbors, my relatives were giving gyans and lectures to my parents.
Yes.
Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your daughter in music? This kind of music. Let her study. Let her be a doctor. Let her be an officer. Something like that.
There's place for everyone. We need our doctors and officers, but we need you.
And then my mom, she listens to everyone. Mom does.
Yeah.
She always listens.
Your mom is here in the studio. She
listens to everyone. And sometimes she always feels like, oh, that must be the best choice. But luckily, my mom and dad, they are very understanding. They always make me choose what I want.
Right.
So, but they are worried about my education.
Of course. But you did complete your studies, so it's not...
Yeah, I finished my master and I'm doing my PhD now.
Oh, wow. In what field?
Well, see, before I answer that thing, dance, music and Pena, why I did my PhD is because it's kind of challenge, you know.
Right.
People always says that, okay, you must be, oh, you're a folk singer, but why don't, okay, let me give you one lesson. Finish your graduate, then you will succeed. Seriously? Okay. I never answer back, but something is annoying. Okay. Yes. I never answer back. So wherever I go, maybe like in a university or wherever I landed, if I meet a professor, a scholar, that's their advice for an artist.
Right.
Oh, and I told them sometimes, obviously, we are not fluent in English because we don't speak English or Hindi in Manipur.
Right.
So it's a form of conversation. If he understands me, then it's okay. I don't have to speak a difficult word.
Yeah.
You know, forget about the grammar, forget about the difficult English. If we can communicate, then
That's all is important.
yeah. And they're saying, so I have met so many people in 20 years of my music journey. And then the only thing they advise me is, finish your graduation. Well, okay, then I was like, oh, why not? Why only graduation? I'll finish my master. And after master,
And you told them, yeah.
after my master also, okay, I'll also, try PhD.
Okay.
To be honest, what am I going to do with the degree? I don't want to become a professor, Mangka. I just want to be Mangka on stage.
Correct.
It's just, I know this
And
is
Guru Mangka, which you're already doing.
it's a very weird decision to challenge this because education itself is a huge scope.
Right.
I mean, sometimes I wish I have to me because even while I was doing master also, I feel like giving up. I don't concentrate on. I started doing assignment whole day and then my music
Was suffering.
Yeah. I thought but I'm happy with my music.
Right.
But that is something that we don't learn in schools or universities, especially the cultural stuff.
Right.
We don't learn traditional song. We don't learn folk songs.
Right.
And they were very less on written records. There were no books to study.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's very hard. And how do we have to revive them? So my father...
That's a much harder challenge than studying
So
something.
sometimes nowadays I easily face those profession. I was like, there can be lots of thousands of millions of professor, but if I want to be a professor, I can study harder and I can become one, but you cannot become an artist easily.
Yes.
Yeah. So being an artist is different. You have to be born with it.
Yes.
Yeah. And the art
And you have to put the work in.
Yeah.
Not enough. There are many who are born with it, but they haven't put in the effort that you have.
And the art also have to find a way to choose you. We both, art and me needs to be together.
Correct.
Yeah. So let's stop about that. Let's stop the debate about education and
Correct.
So the music, the song, Pena and dance. I always feel like that three art form is one body for me.
Right.
Because to sing is to move. I always feel like that. And to move is to express the rhythm. And to express rhythm is to feel the life. So it's like, I don't feel like I'm the master of all. I always consider myself as a small vessel that all three of them flow on it.
Flow through. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You were talking about sacrifices and growing up, any artist, whether they are pop music or even if they are sports players or folk artists like you, there are a lot of sacrifices you make as a child growing up. Maybe could you just talk about that? Like, what is it that you had to do where you felt, oh, this is something I'm doing for my art? And, other children are just kind of having their own fun and you miss out on those. Maybe just talk about that journey.
Those sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today, does it seem all worth it?
Yeah. Well, the biggest sacrifice I did was, unfortunately, I lost so many friends on my way.
Yes, because not all friends are understanding.
Yes.
They want you to spend time.
Even my best friend also sometimes we missed out what I was doing.
Right.
And, my prime times, I had to sacrifice those times. Like I said, my biggest sacrifice is time. I had to say no to so many things. Even in relationship also.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, in relationship, every form of relationship. And I have gained so many, how to say, not enemy. Is there any words near to enemy?
Okay.
Something
Ill
like-
wishers.
Yeah, those who are always looking something bad on what I'm doing.
Okay.
But I have to,
Is it because they don't understand, or they are resentful of the sacrifice you made,
maybe
or resentful of your success?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's the intention is. I mean, Manipur is very small in geography. I always say that it's very small, but we are living with so many different cultures, and love is the only thing that binds us together.
Right.
And we don't have so many good artists, but I don't know, nowadays their lack of support and the amount of challenges and sacrifice I did for so long. I feel like am I wasted for nothing? I started thinking very low,
Right.
and out of all, I felt like giving up, to be honest.
Got it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you haven't.
but sometimes, I mean, I don't know, whenever I heard music, then I started feel alive again.
Right.
So it's
Clearly the music is calling you and bringing
Yeah,
you back.
it's-
It's saying,
it's-
you
it's-
belong here.
true. It's like, it's my biggest healing mantra. So whatever music, I listen to different music. It's just, I choose folk and traditional one.
Got it.
Because that carries not only the sounds, but it carries the living traditions of one community.
Yes.
And it shows how deeply rooted where I am from.
Right.
And yeah, like I said, it's for my community only. I'm doing something for my place.
For your people.
Yeah, for my people. I feel like I want to do a little small, teeny contribution.
Yes.
Yeah, to make, because
It's not tiny teeny. It's huge.
So speaking of sacrifice, my mom, she sacrificed a lot apart from me. You know, she just left everything. She's only thinking of me. I mean,
she's contributing towards your art as well.
true. Without her, I wouldn't be even sitting in front of you. Maybe I might be getting married and I must be holding. See, like, when I started performing, when I get acknowledged by some people, and people started saying, Mangka, you know, those times.
Right.
You see, I was young. Of course, I'm still young, but
Yeah.
but I was young and I was in college.
Right.
Of course, I want to have my boyfriends, you know, wants to hang out, wants to go there for picnics, short trips and all.
Right.
There were times I argue a lot with my mom.
Okay.
Am I going to be kids forever? Something like, okay, I'll stop it. I'm not having my own private life. Am I going to pretend forever?
It's a typical teenager.
Yeah. So my mom and dad never listens to me.
Okay.
And sometimes I curse myself. Why am I being a musician? Everyone gets to do that. Or is it because I'm a folk artist? I cannot do that. I cannot wear whatever I want. Is it, okay, I'll stop everything. I'll start studying and become something and do whatever I want.
Right.
There were times.
And how did they handle it? And how did you handle it?
I don't know. They just listen.
They were understanding.
They just listen. But when I ask for permission, they just say no straight to my face. No, not allowed. No. But now I understand why they say no.
Right.
If I cannot be too flamboyant, no. I cannot do that. But
Right.
it's for my own good.
Right.
So that's,
They were looking at the long term.
yeah. But that time I was, my spirit was wild. I went to do so many stuff, and I feel like my teenagers were wasted. I mean, that's the time where my friends, disconnected from me.
Right. And that would have been hurtful.
Yeah, awful lot. I mean, my mom always used to told me that I'm like your best friend, you can share anything with me. But seriously,
At that age, it's not the same.
my mom cannot be my best friend in some ways.
Yes.
There are some things that I can share with my best friend. There are some things that I cannot with my mom.
Correct.
I mean, the relationships are different.
Correct.
I need a best friend. But
And a mom.
and a mom. Different. So there's still, the conversation is still here sometimes. Even now also.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change, but I slowly accept it. I try to understand, looking from their own point of view. And my father never scolds me at that time.
Okay.
He will give lecture to my mom.
Oh.
My mom will pass it down to me.
Understood.
So when I was young, I was like, oh, I hate my mom. I don't like her. And my dad is very supportive, but behind my mom, there was my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Which you realize now.
So, yeah, I don't know how to express the sacrifices thing, but those, I have mentioned all of
that. You gave a little bit of a glimpse into it, so thank you. So you spoke about relationships, good and bad, and how difficult it is to sustain. Anything more you want to discuss with our viewers?
Well, as a human, I came to realize that we all need a relationship. It doesn't have to be like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, not that kind of relationship.
But a partner.
But a partner whom I can share anything. A companionship, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be my boyfriend or something like that. But at the end of the day, okay, I'm a strong, independent woman.
Right.
I don't need anyone. There's nothing like that.
Right.
I don't know, maybe I may be wrong in some other opinion.
Right.
But I always feel like at the end of the day, we always need a companionship.
Somebody.
Yeah. Maybe a dog.
Yes, dogs are bad.
Yeah. So I don't really like the idea of a strong, alone, independent person.
Right.
Nobody's
alone, but they have somebody.
Yes, they have somebody. Loneliness is a very dangerous thing for everyone. I mean, it can kill you.
Right.
So, I don't have many relationships in my life. I did have, but most of them doesn't work out, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. And because, of my profession also.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not saying, I have to be very choosy. See, women artists, looking back at time also.
Right.
We don't have a good story about that artist. Some of them, have their very heartbreaking story.
Right.
Being an artist and becoming someone's wife or girlfriend or partner. It's heartbreaking to hear that. And they have to give up a lot. Yeah. And they don't want us to go in that path. But in my times also, I met so many people, at the beginning, they will be so supportive. They were always ready to hand out the hand.
Right.
But eventually they started acting weird because our worlds are different. I mean, dating an artist is like you're dating a crazy person sometimes. Oh, yeah. I mean, they are completely maniac. I mean, when they are into their world, they forget everything.
Right.
Everything. I mean, I don't belong to myself even when I am up on the stage. I'll be a different person.
Correct.
And yeah, so most of the relationships ended because of the possessiveness.
Got it. Got it.
See,
because your time is not your own.
Yeah. I can be with anyone. I can be with any person around the world. But I need my partner to be really understandable.
Right.
And patience.
Right.
I mean,
and it's a special patience to be with an artist.
Yes.
It's not ordinary.
Yes. But even me, I'm a very impatient girl. I mean, I can't wait for anything for too long, but I have came across some good, nice, caring people who really taught, like, how can patience bring me to success?
Right.
I mean, it's hard. It's very hard to be a patient girl. Okay. But like I just mentioned, we are crazy.
Right.
Artists are crazy, not just folk artists. Every artist are crazy. But you have to be, if you want to date that artist, you have to be crazy like them.
Understood.
Please don't change their craziness inside them.
That's what makes them special.
Yeah. If you are changing them, it's not like you're really caring about that person. You are ruining the inner self of that person.
Right.
So, relationship is something, I don't know. It's not really good for me, or I haven't found like my art choose me. So I think relationship is still finding a way to choose me. Yeah, but of course, all of them are a good person in their own way.
Right.
And even now, also, I have many person who care for me. So I'm in a relationship with many good caring person.
Understood.
And especially the one who taught me patience, how to stay grounded, how to be your own, never to fake.
Got it.
Yeah, but we always fake. Artists are fake in a good way.
They have to be able to perform at all times.
Yeah.
So, okay. I know when in our discussions offline, you'd spoken about kind of the perils of young artists. There are producers who may not be trustworthy and they get into bad situations and may end up giving up their art altogether. Maybe could you just discuss those? Or?
Yeah, that's a very important topic. I mean, from back then till now.
Okay.
Because especially the young artists, if they have not come across those person, then they're very lucky.
Okay.
And if they have a very good guidance, then they're more lucky.
Right.
But of course, why not? When we all want to, shortcut.
Right.
Yeah. Even
right.
We want a shortcut. But we will come across so many peoples. Especially, I will say about women artists,
right.
The budding young artists.
Right.
You will meet lots of producers, lots of people who will sweet talk to you. Then I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you. But everything they are handing out, they'll be always expecting something in back.
Okay.
I have experienced it, lots of it.
Right.
I mean, there were dark days of my life too.
Right.
But my support system, like my mom, I have some good friends,
right,
who understands me.
Right.
They helped me out. So, well, it will be slow to get what you want, but slower is better. It will be safer for you.
Right.
And like I just mentioned, patience is very, 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 very important.
Right.
So if you take a shortcut, if you are lucky enough, then you are safe.
Right.
Then if you're not, then you will want to give up everything.
Okay.
And even there will be times that you want to end your life also, because artists are very fragile at some point. I trust people so fast.
Okay.
See, and I always try to see the good ways,
right,
side of that person. And I started believing, okay. Oh man. And then, like I said, we are crazy. We started imagining things in our mind.
Right.
Oh, if he do that for me, okay, I'll do this.
This is amazing.
And we planned our own world.
Right.
We started making plots and everything. But some of them are good.
Right.
But I always say, trust your intuition. Women instincts never go wrong.
Okay. So if you get a bad feeling, then stay away.
Get away.
Even if your art progresses.
Yes. If you feel something is off, then even if you are going to roll on, or if you are going up on the stage, just get away from that.
Got it.
Because, I mean, the greatest gift from God for women is, I believe, is intuition.
Got it.
Men even don't get that. I mean, I don't know.
You get the feeling something is wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong. Like, we have a tradition, like we have a belief. I don't know if something is off with my eyes, or something off with my body, then something gets wrong.
Right.
So women are gifted with that instinct and intuition.
Right.
So always follow what your heart gives you from inside.
Got it. Even if it's scary or difficult to.
Yes. So,
got it.
The world itself is an art, but it also have its shadow. So you have to get out of the shadow. Yeah.
I actually had questions now, and I've already asked those questions earlier about. So right now, what is it that you want to achieve here on in?
I want to do so many things. Not just being an artist, I want to be a free spirit. That's a free spirit as in like a free bird.
Okay.
Even now also, I want to try going alone for a solo trip.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
A solo trip. Oh, explore this place alone. All imagination.
Okay.
Like I said, the world is big. The world is full of humans like us, but safe is the main priority.
Right.
So I'm just gonna skip my personal thing.
Right.
For now,
Professionally,
I really want to learn more. I will keep on learning till my last breath, of course.
Right.
And I'll keep on teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you've spoken a little bit about how your teaching style is very different, because you want to make sure that the young of today actually carry on the traditions of yesterday and mold the traditions, not just carry it on, right? So how do you define success as a teacher?
Well, if I have to say, I wouldn't say success is something that I get lots of applause and lots of messages, lots of fans. Someday, when I become old and when I heard or saw children following the footsteps, following the culture,
Your
and
footsteps.
still learning.
Yeah.
Not my actually. I don't want to create.
No, you're the
another
only one, but
Mangka.
yeah.
I don't want to create another myself. I want to be themselves, and I want to when I see the spark on their eyes and happy and full of brightness of what they're doing, loving their culture,
Right.
then I will feel like, oh, I have lived my life. Because I have more than 300 students.
Wow.
I'm not saying all of them are going to be an artist,
Right.
but 100% sure they will respect it. They will appreciate others' culture.
Right.
They will know how to show respect to elders, which is not seen nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah. So the most important thing I teach them is to respect each other, no matter what age you are or whatever.
Right.
And always, always, always appreciate what other is doing. Because what other is doing, you might not be able to do that.
Right.
So respect every art form. Never compare yourself.
Right.
We are all different in our own way.
Right.
But I'm just telling them as a teacher, but sometimes when I applied it to myself also, sometimes I also have a doubt, and we all need a guru in my life.
Right.
I still needed my teacher. My father is my teacher. My
Correct.
mom is my teacher. And so yeah, when I get old and look back, and if the children are still following those things, I think that will be my success.
Yes.
So the instrument that I'm holding, this is Pena. So we believe the one that I'm holding on my left hand, this is Mother Art.
Okay.
And the one that I'm holding here, this is Sky God.
Okay.
So we call it Ima, Ipa.
Okay.
It's a Mama, Papa.
Yes.
So and and the song itself, they are the offsprings.
Okay.
So, it tells the story of creation, like the existence of human being till birth to that. It tells the whole story of the creation of art, the creation of universe. So, Pena itself is a very sacred instrument. And when I hold this, I feel like I'm holding something very stronger, who has lived, like immortal.
Right.
Yeah, so I will present a short storytelling. Most of the songs are storytelling art form. The one. Hiya, hiya, hey. Nahanong wak mana malim le shim le roi shaya wa hina kaung de shaya kongina ya wa ikun jilbu nila badan in the say. Hai say khuôn đi khuôn cai wa yai đôi xích đi xinh đai wa lấy nông na nông khong nông nào đi say mà liềm lấy xiêm lấy rồi say ông grina khiến chung naman say bu cao đana hoặc mà tiếng thát tâm chỉ kì mà mồm lăng lên mà trả thuế bì bì mà phụ nãy thì hắn mới vui yên lệ hãy để ra gạo ít bố ta lại cái chú bầm này nàng ta hay đâu biểu ít bố mới đang lâm đình chế cái bố ai bì mà sao nào hết 나나 아이폰은 또 나에게 좀 험레나 하이 독자리 사나미 따바야 아래게 니도 도이비 도야기 cây buồn lòng trong nơi đi măng chỉ thôi bi đi bao môi lòng tâm ý của ta mang đến sống của tan xa nơi tôi vẫn là tây thời đi bất chính chỉ bộ kỳ ăn vỡ cả nó kỳ chính lô ta biu something like this. You have to play it along the side. I will just hold it again. I can do movements. I'll dance around.
Oh, it was beautiful. I was wondering how those bells were used. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, there's also a story about the bell. We have 108. It believes that these are the pulse that we have in human body.
Oh,
so
okay.
This itself is a very powerful instrument.
Yes. It was because you told me about the bells and I was looking at them. I was like, how do you use them in the instrument? And now I realize.
Mm-hmm. And the string here that you can see,
right?
It's a horsetail.
Oh,
yeah,
horsetail. Okay,
yeah, you can only use horsetail for this.
Okay, only that will produce that music.
Yes,
is it?
Yes.
Okay, and even the bow has the special.
This is also horsetail.
Okay, got it.
All natural, but yeah, there are some renovation, the tuner bag.
Right.
And yeah.
Some things change.
Some things change. It has to. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Just for those folks who haven't heard any of your songs, to get them a little peaked about and interested in the kind of music that you have here in Manipur, could you perform something for us?
Of course. I would love to. Okay, I will sing a short introduction about Manipur. That we call it Saihau in Manipuri. So it goes like this. Boi dai dana sana lai pa hang ni thawadi lamdam ne lôi bi dana sing lol ma pal na koi na pham chan ching bu roi Anina Nushi Janana Kundawalamdam ni Manipur Shana Lay Mayo Line the Tabadilam Damni Manipur Shana Lay Mayo Line the Tabadilam Damni Jingburoi tamburoi anina Nushi jana kundaba Boire shana lay pagni Boire shana lay pagni Lúc tăng mình sẽ ôi bờ lơ Chờ rong này mãi tốt bờ lơ Sáng ai câu bi chỉ rong bi Cây bùn làm trong đất trước ta bi Manipur imagi tam bạc ni Lai nơ đơ thả bờ đi lâm đâm ni Lai nơ đơ thả bờ đi lâm đâm ni Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Just before we end this session, is there something about Manipur, the soul of Manipur, that you'd like to share with us, which I can share with my neighbor in Bangalore or my neighbor in Gift City in Gandhinagar?
Okay. Who doesn't love their motherland, right? So I can only say Manipur is like a beautiful poetry,
Okay.
but not that kind of poetry that you can read. You have to come and feel and read it and so what you believe there.
Got it.
Please come to Manipur. You can, not just listening to what's happening to Manipur, we have a very bad reputation. I don't know what, not reputation, but Manipur is known for something bad for the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very unfortunate, but
that's not all there is.
But that's not Manipur that you're seeing on YouTube, on social media.
Correct.
Please come and feel it, breathe it in, and you will know what Manipur is. Because if you, like I always say, don't judge the book by its cover. You will see whatever you want.
Right.
Please come and feel it. You will not regret it. So I'm not saying because I'm from Manipur, but everybody who landed there in my motherland, Manipur, they always say they fell in love with the fresh air, first thing.
Yes.
The nature and the hospitality of the Manipuri people.
Got it.
And the vibrant culture.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a very small state, but immense in love. We love, sharing things.
Okay.
So, that's what I can share about Manipur.
That's beautiful. Make me want to come to Manipur, and I will.
Please come.
I will. Thank you so much, Mangka, for sharing your story with us. I was very, very touched with how candid you were and all the lessons that you had for everyone who's watching. So, thank you for being an ornament of the arts and a real cultural treasure. Your humility, your grace, you give out such positive vibrations. I hope you remain the same, and I wish you all the success in your professional and your personal journey. Thank you. If you'd like to hear more inspiring stories like that of Mangka's, please do like our channel and subscribe to our channel. Just click on the bell icon.
sang bơ quê đi li xua châu ba quê đi là hôm na ga mà thật ta van phơ đi phơ lại ninh thâu na sa nâu quê đi lại mơ ni chính ngô sa rồi yung phô mà thôi ni ya cầm lôi ta đi mà sụp na ya đi na ga tay chơi ghê khát na trao và na hoàng pu đê khát nung sao na ga yang đâu răng mu na ye ngu na la a si a chang na ga ngang li ba na sa nâu lum le ma pal ma chính ngô sa rồi yung phô mà thôi ni ya cầm thôi ta đi mà sụp na ya đi na ga tay chơi ghê ha thằng mai hẳn về lai lăng quên màu và nơi hẹn về đây sao bụng mà đi naga pan basa hay ngang bata chắc ta ba na sa nông na câu nu lại nem bi na ba đi na lội hàng khắp mình nè nam mô nung trail lại mình nè chính muốn naga sa rồi yong phô mà thôi ya khăm lời ta đến mang chúc na ya đi tay chơi ghê câu ru ăn súp ba nung chây màu naga ling malai sao na ling na mapan sa balai layang naga kunda halak ba ya rớt lagi xin thơ rớt tôi xin naga loya naga san balai na sa nông na câu nu lai lên bi na ba đi na loya lak ba de nam mô nung chây lên ba de chính muốn naga sa rồi phô ni ya đi đi ta mà thôi mà ya cầm đôi đi